Hey there everybody, and welcome into the Student Media Recruiting video. I'm Andrew Nepsund, one of the editors at the Daily Toreador.
And I'm Paige Skinner, another editor at the Daily Toreador. Thanks for taking a couple of minutes for us to tell you what student media is all about and why you should join.
But first, how about a little history lesson?
The newspaper, the Daily Toreador, started in 1925 as just the Toreador. It was an official student publication designated by the Texas Tech Board of Regents to serve as a medium of media and communication for the campus community and to provide practical experience for students interested in media and communication. In 1962, the name of the paper changed to what we have now. But for whatever reason, the name changed again just 4 years later in 1966 to the University Daily, and kept this name until 2005, when the daily newspaper reverted back to the Daily Toreador.
The first volume of the tech yearbook, La Ventana, started in 1925 and was first published in 1926. It also was an official student publication designated by the Board of Regents. But La Ventana looked to serve as the comprehensive written and photographic record of the annual history of the university. This yearbook hasn't missed a year since its first. If you're bad at math out there, that's 87 volumes in a row. Needless to say, Student Media's two publications always have and always will deliver the goods.
The DT in my own words. I'd say it's a source for students to go to gather information and news that pertains to them, that affects them, that is, I guess, geared toward them, since the DT's purpose is to serve the Texas Tech community, which is not possible without the reporters and section editors, because they are the ones actually producing, creating the stories, gathering those. You're going to need a lot of experience on a daily basis, not just relying on an internship. So I think that's just something that you can't replicate anywhere else on campus. And the daily grind, the daily stress, the daily anxiety of, what story's gonna break today, or deadline, what do I need to be doing?
Now I know what you may be thinking. The Daily Toreador is just a print publication, so all I can do is write if I work there, right? Wrong. Not only can you write, but you can also be a photographer, or you can pick up a video camera and become a broadcast journalist. Or you can just do a little bit of each.
Thinking that all you need to be able to do is write is very naive, but it's cool because those who do have a mindset like that, hey, I'm gonna for sure be a writer one day, a lot of the times they're the ones who end up being TV anchors, web designers, because they learned it, they picked it up here, and they just fell in love with it.
A lot of things are going online now. Papers are downsizing, so people need to know how to do a bunch of different jobs. Whether it's improving their writing skills for maybe, when they write cover letters when they're looking for jobs, or making connections, like I said. This is a great place to network and meet people and get your foot in any door. I honestly can't imagine not working here, because this job has, in a good way, consumed my life. I mean, I love my job.
Because the Daily Toreador is a free daily publication, some people might wonder, how do the employees get paid? Or how does it even survive? The answer? Advertising.
You're kind of on your own, and so it really teaches you to be self-disciplined and really do it all yourself. You don't have a certain quota or something that you have to meet. It's all just you. I have experience in managing my client accounts, so I know what it's like to maintain that professional relationship with people. That's not something that you usually gain in college experience, as well as, just the programs for the graphics.
The Spanish words La Ventana, meaning the window in English, give light to its real meaning. For the person holding, reading, and looking through the yearbook to be able to look from the outside into what Texas Tech life is really like on the inside.
When I look inside this window, I don't know, there's a lot going on, obviously. College campuses, there's so much student life, athletics, organizations, And then you have academics, administration. We have one deadline a month versus, like you said, the daily deadlines. And so for a student that wants to be a part of publication but doesn't have the schedule that, say, works with the DT, it's perfect for the LV, really. I mean, it's a great way to meet people. Whether you're a freshman or you've been here for a couple years, it's a great way to, like I said, just meet people that have similar interests, whether you guys all like to write or you just like to be on a staff.
Now, throughout this video, we've been talking about how student media prepares you for the real world out there once you graduate from this fine university. But we haven't really shown you any real world examples of people who have, quote, made it. Well, look no further. We finally found the right guy, and he graduated from this place just 1 year ago. Let me introduce you to Evan Jansa.
Hey, good evening, and welcome to the Recruitment men's basketball.
What's your middle name? I said, Perry. He said, how do you feel about being Evan Perry? And I gave him a look that it probably wasn't the nicest thing in the world, and he said, okay, all right, that's fine, you can keep it. So being a writer at the DT and then coming and interning here was a seamless transition, and I guess I can honestly say I wouldn't have been able to do the job the way that I have been if I hadn't worked at the DT. If I was working for the DT and I was covering Texas Tech, I could go cover something every day. There was always either, a press conference or an event that, the DT would send me to, and that experience of going out and doing something every day was, invaluable. The Daily Toreador was, like I said, it was invaluable to my growth as a journalist and as a person.
No, your major does not dictate whether or not you can be employed here. Anyone really has a real chance, just depends on how you pick it up, how well you learn it, and how much you progress. We've had some of our better reporters in the last couple of years be English majors, history majors.
Kind of a workaholic, but I love my job, and I don't know, I would probably hate life. I'd sit at home and be bored.
If you would like to work for this fantastic department, be sure to visit our website at dailytoreador.com, click the Work For Us tab, and fill out an application.
And if you have any questions at all, feel free to stop by our offices on the first floor of the Media and Communication Building in the Rotunda.
Hope to see you soon.
I think any professor of journalism will tell you that there's no substitute for just going and doing, covering stories, as many different kinds of stories as you can possibly cover, and just writing those scripts on deadline.